Hello, everyone. It is Pat with our Oracle card messages for this upcoming week. Today's the 26th of November. And so this is going right into the beginning of December and the beginning of our holiday season. I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving holiday if you are here in the U.S. and you celebrate that. I did. I had a lovely and wonderful Thanksgiving. So I am really, it's nice. I feel like I'm ready for the holiday season. Let's hope all of you are too, and that we get through it okay. So I have the cards and messages for the energies of this upcoming week, and it's looking really, really interesting, and like a breath of fresh air. So anyways, we'll start out with our Archangel Oracle card to see what archangels are working with us this week, what their messages for us, what they're heralding for the week, and who we can call upon. So our archangel for this week is the Archangel Raziel with this message of spiritual understanding. And the card says, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. So, looking at this card, he's got the big Merkaba there with the dove of peace, who's sitting at the top. Now, Raziel is the archangel. He's like the knower of the secrets. He helps us to better understand metaphysical knowledge, okay? Spiritual metaphysical knowledge. So when he shows up, it's often heralds a time where we'll be seeing a lot of like signs and symbols in the world, and like when you see the same number sequence 3 times, or you hear people, you keep coming across the same person, like 3 or more times or something, and you keep getting those repeated messages and signs from the cosmos, from the universe. I also sense when I look at this card that it's in a much bigger way. It has to do with people who are searching for meaning and to make peace with some of the tragedies that have gone on because of all the earth-related events that we've been having. Raziel is that angel who's in this card of spiritual understanding. It's about taking a step back, trying to get an understanding of that bigger picture of the whys in life. Like, why did this happen? Maybe everything of yours was destroyed in those fires, and as it has been for many people, and they're having to start all over again. Sometimes, and maybe in some cases, they're starting all over again with nothing. So it's, and they're having that questioning, why did this happen? Why at this time? Why did this happen to me? Et cetera, et cetera. That's definitely part of it. We're having to look at the bigger picture, and it's also about humanity raising its consciousness to a higher level of greater understanding. So Raziel is that teacher that we can call upon and go to when we're searching for that. And he helps us in our path of spiritual evolution. As we evolve spiritually. So he's a great teacher in the archangel realm. And I said he is the knower of the secrets of the universe. So for our cards for this week, I chose to pick from the mermaids. But I also felt guided to pick a couple of Archangel Raphael cards because it just sort of feels like there's a real need for healing this week because of the things that have been going on in the world. And so the beginning of the week, we have this message of recovery from Raphael. Okay. And the mermaids brought out both of these cards for the beginning of the week, and it's blessed change and a new dawn. All right. The Blessed Change card says a major life change brings you great blessings. And the New Dawn card says the worst is now behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. Now, I can only imagine that the people who suffered through the fires and who have lost their homes and things like that, that's a change that's been forced on you. But this is a message of it's like new energy coming in. wanting people to know that this is a blessed change, although it doesn't always seem like it in the moment, and that there is a new dawn coming. Okay, change is in the wind this week. And whether you're, and especially with that message of recovery from Raphael, this is what the beginning of the week brings in. Even if, you're not somebody who lives in California, there's recovery that's taking place. Maybe you've been sick, maybe you overindulged at the holidays. The beginning of the week is about, time to get back to being, eating better, taking care of yourself, or if you have been sick, suffering from a cold or a flu or some kind of medical condition, that the beginning of this week heralds the beginning of more significant recovery for you. The blessed change is that, changes in the wind. Things are going to be starting to move in a more positive direction. And there's, that new dawn is like, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. There's a new beginning that's happening because the worst of it, you've gotten through the worst of it. Okay. And now it's time, the recovery process is starting, time to pick up the pieces, and, there's fresh new energy coming in. Okay. The middle of the week, we got this card, Simplify Your Life. Okay. There's a new appreciation for the simple things of life. It's also about decluttering and paring down. Okay. As Raphael gives us that higher, more expanded understanding, there's a real movement to pare down what you have, let go of extraneous things, and to simplify as much as you can. Okay, it's about enjoying the simple things in life, enjoying what you have, and letting go of the excess. This really has to do a lot with letting go of excess things and, keeping things simple for yourself. Okay, I feel like, there may be some people who are looking ahead, to the holidays and kind of feeling overwhelmed and stressed already. So this message is about middle of the week, you're looking at keeping things simple. How can I keep things simple? So the part of the new energy that's coming in, that blessed change, that new dawn, very much has to do with simplifying your life. It's what's leading into that. And new perspectives on things. And I say enjoying the simple things in life because this mermaid in the picture, she's just swinging on a swing. It doesn't get any simpler than that. It's a simple joy to be able to do that, to just enjoy that movement. And that's what the energy of the middle of the week is about. Okay. Enjoying those simple kinds of freedoms and things like that. So the end of the week, we have this card of helpful person. So I feel like this needs to go out to some people for you to know, to reach out. There's help for you out there. You don't have to go through your recovery process or whatever you've been going through. You're not alone. And this is very much about connecting with people who are helpful friends. Okay. You may be finding that you have the support, people are coming to support you. They're, family and other people are gathering and bringing out what they have to help and support you. Now, in this card, it says, reach out, think of who could help you and reach out and initiate contact. It can definitely be that too. Maybe you're picking up the phone. It might be one of those instances where, you've asked and prayed to the angels for help and you get that thought, oh, you remember somebody that, I should call this person. I bet you they would have this, or they would know about this, or something like that, and definitely follow through on that guidance. But I feel like this is support groups for people too. And that so that that there is help and support available to you. There's many helpful people that are coming in to help with the recovery process. And I have California very much in mind as these cards, as I'm looking at these cards, there's definitely themes that speak to that. They've gone through a major change, and but they're not, I'm sure they're not the only ones. So this definitely relates to other people who may be watching and something that you're going through. There may be a major change that you've just gone through. Maybe it was a major job change. It might have been a change you sought out and are grateful for, or it may have been one that was forced upon you, that you didn't have a choice in the matter. But they're letting you know there's blessings to come along with it, and it's a new beginning for you. The other Raphael card that came out the end of the week is this one about relationship. Okay, so, and as I looked at the two of these, I think there may be someone out there who's going through a difficult time in a relationship they're in. Maybe they're in the process of repairing a relationship, and it's just maybe been really stressful for them. Maybe you just went through a divorce. Maybe that was the change, the major life change. And it's time to reach out to those girlfriends, to those friends who are supportive of you, to help you through that relationship time. Sometimes we all need that. We're going through a difficult time in a relationship. Maybe it just broke up, or it's been really rough, and you need your girlfriends or your guy friends to be around to support you. And there's definitely that coming in at the end of the week. Okay, the major life change could be that you lost someone significant to you. Okay, and now the simplifying your life. Sometimes when we lose a loved one, we have that awareness that life is very precious, and then it can be very short. Okay, and to make the most of what we have, and the relationships that we have. So that may be part of what some of you are going through too. And again, come the end of the week, you have helpful and supportive people around you. Because if you did just lose a loved one, then there's lots of planning around their funeral and having company over, and all the things that go along with all the rituals that go along with that. So there are people to help and support you. So it's definitely a week of, it feels to me, of healing and recovery. You just went through something major. That's what the cards at the beginning of the week show me, and it's the beginning of a recovery process. The worst is behind you, and now it's time to start anew. I'm simplifying things, but there's helpful and supportive people who are around you. You are supported. So be willing to accept that help and support. So anyways, those are the messages that I get for this coming week. Feels like a pretty positive week, so let's take heart in that. Okay, and thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to post any comments down below, or hits that you get off these cards, and maybe the significance that it has for you. And I look forward to speaking with you again very soon. Take care, everyone. Have a great week.